everybody. Today the trade cap for January 6, 2026. And today I took one trade on Amazon for around an 85% win, so pretty insane, right? And trailers are actually over 100% now, so literally like absolutely insane day, right? And today's price action, right, because the market's still open, was pretty good, right? Look at this continuation we have on this AMD dump, right? Like doesn't take a genius to make money in these markets, right? Consistently it does. You have to be smart, but like on these days like these, it's not that hard, right? The reason why trading is hard is because to make money on the days that it is hard is hard to manage your risk and not take a trade, you know. So let's get into the video. And so, oh man, hold up. So yeah, so as usual, right? We have the first 5 minutes of market open and look at what SPY and QQQ are doing and loan. And so what do I see, right? So I see that QQQ and SPY are kind of opening in our previous day's range, right? So what does that mean for us? It means like we have no really good momentum, or we're like nothing is insane, you know. It's just everything is just normal. We're opening in our range, right? But if we're gonna break above a level, right? So right when market open, I saw SPY kind of broke above our pre-market high with strength, right? Came back down, came under it, but then reclaimed with strong price action, right? Look at strong price action reclaiming. Also kind of swept liquidities at these like lows. These lows aren't that strong because this is kind of like their one main range opening lows, but like we still kind of like reverse from low of day and had strong price action and reverse high of day. So this looks really good just for like a this is really good just for a reversal on QQQ on SPY, man, right? And then same on QQQ, right? We kind of had a strong reversal, right, from low of day to high of day in late 3 candles. So SPY and QQ are looking good, but what we need to pay attention is what are tech doing while QQ and SPY are doing, like what is tech doing while QQ and SPY are like weak or strong. So while QQQ and SPY were kind of going towards low of day and kind of weak, right, kind of like consolidating around this pre-market high level, I saw Amazon market open already trying to reclaim our previous day high and our pre-market high. Okay, so that shows me on the higher time frame that we're kind of bullish and we're kind of already trying to break above our previous high of day, right? So that name is already on the watch list, because if we can't break above our high of day, then now we're above a level of expansion, so now we have more room to the upside if we are above our high of day, right? And especially if QQ and SPY can reverse and we can show relative strength on this day, then we have an even better chance. So after I saw us kind of break above our previous day high and are kind of like had this really strong price action at our pre-market high, I'm like, okay, instant break and retest of this key level, showed strong price action, really strong candle, like really strong candle, but we kind of had a rejection. So I knew that, you know, if we did come down below our previous day high plus our pre-market high, right, like I know that my thesis is incorrect, right, and this name is going to come back down and be choppy. So I entered a little bit aggressively at this candle close of this candle right here. Stop loss would have actually been below this pre-market high level, right, for like an accurate market structure hold, right? But my stop loss was for our previous high because I came in with a little bit heavier size, so I wanted to just see this work out immediately, right? Because we already had this hold of this pre-market high, so now I just want the momentum to hold and our relative strength to show, right? Because think about it, we're making highs on new higher highs while QQ is making lows and SPY is making lows. So that's simple thesis, right? Like literally watch all my trade recaps. Like I'm pretty much doing the same exact thing over and over again. Why? Because it works. It makes sense. It's that simple, right? You can't patch this. You literally can't. And and the funny thing is, there wasn't just this entry on Amazon, right? There was multiple other entries on other names, right? We had Tesla's absolutely ripping underneath pre-market lows, so just taking a previous day lows, so just taking an aggressive entry underneath the pre-market lows, right? Of course, unfortunately, by this, like the market opens, so you have to be very aggressive, and like you have to size smaller, but you'll instantly get like a 50% move in 3 minutes. So you have to understand when you have to be aggressive, when you have to be patient, and that's where like the skill comes in, right? That's when you have to kind of learn, like go through the repetition. So let me go back and so okay, let me talk about more about this trade, right? So I entered right at this candle close, stop loss below this previously high level, right? Want to see this kind of order block hold right here for support when I entered this trade, and we did see this order block hold, right? We see this order block hold right here and our 5-minute range high hold right here after we broke above that, kind of broke and retest the 5-minute range high, and then consolidated in this order block, right? Plus the 90 EMA, which is really good sign, right? That's why even the Discord server, I even like said like, you know, that's good. I want us to consolidate, but I wanted to see this kind of have stronger price action, and then luckily, right, while we were consolidating, QQ and SPY had a really nice reversal, so that pushed Amazon even higher while I already had relative strength. So we just had a really nice move, right? What move? We had a nice $3 move around Amazon, and we're already like just, you know, Amazon is finally doing something. You know, everyone knows past like a year and a half, Amazon hasn't been doing shit, has been at these levels for like so long, and finally we had like a decent day. And I knew we would have a decent day, right? Because we're finally breaking above our key levels with relative strength. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. I've seen some people taking some losses today on, I don't even know what other people are doing, but I feel like today you should still be able to make money on the day if you took your first trade, like a first L in a day, while you were um, kind of like fake showing that we were gonna go upside. We had a really strong reversal back down. So if you took the first trade and took a loss, I feel like you were able to make it back on the second trade if you knew what you were doing. So I don't think today was a really hard day to trade. For me, this today was a pretty good day, right? Really good day. And let me break down the execution on trade Zella. So right, entered at that candle close as I said, and then didn't take any TPs off, right? Because even the thing I wanted to take TP off, right? We got above this 235 level, and so nice move, right? Want to see us close above 235 as name, and just waited, right? Trimmed. What right? I say trim, right? 235 level, right? Literally 235 level right here. So nothing too crazy, right? Trimmed on the strong price action right here on the 235, and I mean, like the TPs on this trade, right, were very good. The TPs should always be pretty accurate. Let me open this back up. My TPs on this trade were gonna be hourly highs, right? First is 235. I want to see to get above the stack level because we can clearly see we're ejecting that level, right? So when we break above, I want to see us have momentum and push to the upside. So, and then this TP right here, this 235.48. Should I drop a sauce where I get these levels from? You know what? I'm not gonna actually say where I get this level from. I'm just not gonna say where I get this level from, right? I'm just gonna keep that. I'm just gonna stick to the trade and the exit, right? Trimmed here, right, and then took a little bit off. Unfortunately, my trims were like a little bit bad timing. I would say like I remember the contracts hitting close to $3. Yeah, $3. But I think the highest contract I got trimmed was at like $2.40. So I did miss like $600 on the table, right? That's weird. I'm just thinking. I'm very positive that the contracts hit around like 280, 290, but I sold market stop 240, so 9 o'clock. I mean, it's 9 o'clock, so there probably was a big pop. Let me see. Yeah, there probably was a big pop. So probably at this pop, it was probably worth that much. And then I probably sold. Yeah, no, that was probably just a bad market fill because I remember these contracts were at 280, right? But yeah, no, Amazon looking really, really good for the intraday, right? We had nice. We came down, retested this level. I'm not gonna talk about where I get the level from. I probably said in the previous video, but I feel like I'm dropping way too much sauce in these videos, and like no one be watching them, so there's no point in dropping all that information. So really good day today, right? $2,700 day, right? And if you guys have any questions down below, just comment. Today was a little bit more trickier day for some people. I can see some people taking a lot of losses, right? Um, as usual, right? Like I know what I'm doing. I'm consistent with what I do. I know what my risk and reward is. That's what makes me confident in these trades, right? I know if I enter this trade right here a little bit aggressively, I know that if we break it below this previous day high or plus this pre-market pre-market high, then we're just gonna chop around, come back chop because Amazon, guys, is a name that does not do shit, right? And if it does do shit, right, it's gonna be in the morning very aggressively, right? So this is a very aggressive move that we want to be aggressive for. So yeah, and let me give you guys an example if you guys are just wondering what the hell that even means, right? This is not a good example because Amazon had a really strong price in the previous day too, and I saw that. But let's look at this day. It probably didn't do shit, right? Actually, that is good price action. I can't even lie, but it's not as good as probably other names. Oh my god. No, that's still not normal, right? Yeah, this is more normal of Amazon. Like, look at this. Very choppy, right? Very choppy. Same with this. Just doesn't do anything, right? The past 3 days, Amazon's finally been doing something. Even on the higher time frame, let me see. Right, finally, look at the high time frame. We finally, we had a strong reversal off these lows, and now we're kind of like showing some momentum, right? So especially Amazon like has some momentum on a higher time frame, so we might be able to take trade this name again tomorrow if we have if you close like bullish tomorrow and market open tomorrow, it looks good, right? You always have to keep in back in mind on these names on the higher time frame to take these trades, right? And for me, I don't look at the higher time frame when I'm taking these trades beforehand because I already know what the higher time frame kind of looks like because I'm trading these names every single day and looking at them every single day, right? Like I look at all 6 of these names, right? Sometimes I'll swap Palantir out for Meta stock. I don't even know what the hell Meta is doing today, but yeah. So that's a trick out for today. I think I went over pretty much everything. 10-minute long video. Holy shit! I had it for like 10 minutes. I can't lie, and I think I pretty much went over everything, right? Solid day, right? My biggest day of the month, but it's not really that big because this is just normal size, right? Actually, not normal size. Actually, 50 contracts. It's a normal contract size, but the contracts are kind of cheap, right? $1.30. So technically, I could have bought way more contracts, but when I'm aggressive like that, I like buying less because it makes me able to hold through this choppiness, right? You'll find a way that you like to trade. Everyone has their own way of trading, and this is just how I trade. So, but yeah, but the key takeaway you guys have to understand from these trade recaps is how I'm using like market concepts to my advantage to make money and pick out the stocks. That's like the most important thing possible, right? Because if you don't know which stocks to trade and you're trading shitty names, what the fuck is this? You're just gonna lose money, right? Imagine only trading one name, imagine like only trading like Palantir, right? Then like you're gonna have to be so selective because on some days it's not gonna do shit, and then some days it will do shit, right? Whereas if I have six more names and I can hand pick which one is showing more buyers and more sellers in each one of them, plus relative to the QQQ and SPY, then I have so much more optionality. I don't know if that's a word, you know, on like a name that can show me better relative strength in the market. You know, like, bro. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and then make sure to join the Discord server if you guys have any questions. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.